What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Corey Autobot, and I'm here today bringing you guys a brand new video. Today's video, guys, I'm going to be talking about my first day of school and, a few of the things that, I learned about the campus and stuff like that. But, before I get into the video, guys, I do want to say my upload schedule for the next little while might be a little bit iffy in terms of my Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I might be able to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday still. If not, I'm going to have 2 uploads a week, maybe 3 if I can get a third one out, because it's all based on, how busy I am with school and stuff like that. So, if I do miss uploads, guys, I do apologize, but I am going to do my best to get these uploads out for you guys, because, you guys have been really supportive recently, so I hope I don't miss any uploads, because you guys have been awesome, so I want to try to give back to you guys as much as I can. But if I do miss an upload, I hope you guys understand as well. But anyway, so, let's actually talk about my day. So, my day actually started with, a little assembly. First day, orientation day, the whole deal. And, at the orientation assembly, we found out that the campus actually has 190 students. So when you guys really put that into perspective, a college campus has 190 students. That's actually insanely low. Because most colleges and universities and stuff like that have, colleges have anywhere between 1,000 and, I want to say probably 10,000 or more, even depending on where you go. But, around here for the most part, it's between 1,000 and 10,000 for a college. Universities have, 10,000 plus. But, it isn't, it isn't a bad thing that it's such a small campus. Because, having such a small campus, means the fact that, it's not always crowded, you're not going to be fighting for a spot on a computer if you want to use a computer at lunchtime to get some work done or whatever, right? So it does have its advantages to being a smaller campus. And with smaller campus size means smaller class size as well. So, you could, instead of your faculty, spending all day helping, the entire class, they can make their rounds and help the students that need it in a lesser amount of time. So then, if the students require, enough help, you can get on and move your subjects along a lot faster, and be done earlier in the day and stuff like that as well, because of the fact that the faculty can actually help more students in a shorter, or actually help the entire class in a shorter amount of time. That's making it move along a lot faster. Now the course that I'm in, as you guys all know, I'm going to school to take the plumbing course. The course that I'm in actually only has 13 students at my campus. And, that's not a lot of people. When you think about it, that's almost a tenth of the, it's literally almost a tenth of the entire student population at this campus. And, that's a good thing, because of the simple fact that, with the plumbing course, you actually have to go on a 5-week work term unpaid at the end of the semester to pass the course, because when you go, the business that takes you actually marks you and, rates your performance and stuff like this, which then gives you your grades. Because the 5-week work term is actually, I guess you could say, a final project. And you have to do so well in your final project type deal to actually pass the course, and, that sort of thing. So, that's sort of where having a smaller class is a better deal, because you're not competing with so many classmates to get a spot, or to get where you want to be for your work term. Because generally a business will take 2 to 3 students, and the best thing about this class is most of the people in it aren't actually aren't overly local. Most of the people in the class are from an 1.5-hour drive or more away. And, there's two people in my class that are actually from China. So, that is a great thing. But, the big thing for the first day was, meeting some people and stuff like this. But it turns out I didn't really have to meet anyone, because I was actually relatively comfortable in my class, because there were a few people that I knew in my class, 2 people that I played hockey with growing up a little bit. So, I know them. So, I wasn't, I didn't feel like I was out of place. In terms of everyone else, some of the people there I've met before at the meet and greet and stuff like this. So, I sort of knew them. But to the other faces, it really wasn't too bad, because, like I said, I knew enough people that I felt comfortable, instead of being, awkward and not knowing a single person. So, you know, it definitely wasn't insanely awkward. Oh, I didn't hit the Nosk. Couldn't hit the Nosk ender. Even though it was split as fuck, it still would have been kind of nice. But, you know, I really do believe that, that's gonna be a good year. When your teacher is breaking out jokes at the beginning of the year, you know it's gonna be a good year. You know, he said to be a plumber, you need to know 4 things. He said, 1, paydays are on Friday. Shit doesn't flow uphill unless you're actually pumping it. You can't fit a 4-inch piece of shit in a 3-inch pipe. And then he said, to those of you that are familiar with the online world, being a plumber is not like porn. Now that one really made me laugh. I mean, it's pretty straightforward because, and his exact words, because if plumbing was like porn, or if plumbing in the real world was just like porn, everyone would be a plumber or a pizza delivery boy. He said, but he said it's not. So, but you know, it actually made me laugh. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's gonna be a good year when your instructor cracks a bunch of, well, cracks jokes and stuff like that, and you know, tries to relate to the younger people in the class, because there's 13, like I said, there's 13 of us. I'm actually like middle range of the class. There's a guy in my class that's actually been a paramedic for the last 15 years, and he's like, it's time for a career change, so he's doing the plumbing course. But you know, most of the people in my class are around the ages of 19, you know, 19, 20, and I mean, I'm 21, so I guess I'm right in that range as well. But you know, I think it's going to be a good year nonetheless. You know, I'm extremely, extremely excited. Oh shit. And you know, it feels awesome. It honestly feels awesome to be around the people that I'm in my class with. The guys from China actually are quite funny as well. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they're sitting down and they're outside getting ready to get in their car, and because you need to get coveralls for the course, so you don't get splattered in shit and then drag it through the school. The coveralls are actually to prevent you from getting covered in shit, and then we throw them in a washing machine in the shop and get them washed that way. But you know, they're asking where to go get coveralls, and I was trying to direct them to Greenwood. And because they had actually just moved here like last week, and they had actually not been to Greenwood yet, and they asked what was in Greenwood, and the second I said McDonald's, their faces lit up, and they said, "You guys have McDonald's here?" And I was like, "Yeah, we do." And then, you know, they were in shock. They did not know that we had McDonald's here. I said we also have like Subway and A&W, stuff like that. Subway? And like they were in complete and total shock. I mean, it was actually quite cool. And I mean, they were sitting there and they're telling me stuff about China, and you know, I asked them, I said, you know, is China worth going to take a visit someday? And Richard is his name. His name is actually Richard. And he looked at me, and his broken Chinese English, you know, in his English that he speaks, the broken English, he basically said China's a shit show. To put it bluntly, he basically said China's a shit show. I can't actually repeat what he said because I don't think my video would be even remotely close to being monetizable if I repeated it, because there were quite a few racial slurs thrown in there towards people. Mainly Chinese people. But anyway, today was a blast, so if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like. If you guys want to hear more stories about school later on down the line, let me know. I'll be sure to tell you guys some pretty funny stories if I come across anything that's worth telling. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification icon as well, so you guys are notified every time I upload a video. But that's it for this video, guys. It's been Corey, or Autobot, and I'm out. Peace.